Twitter user at 555UHZ was on the highway to the danger zone, and then he went right in it when he was posting still frames from the movie Top Gun by themselves. That's all he tweeted. And then Paramount had a problem with that, so he got shut the hell down.
So this was specifically, he was posting one frame at a time, the entire movie from start to finish.
And he got pretty far before he was shut down.
He got to the bar scene where Tom Cruise goes into the ladies' room. It's not a joke, that's where he goes.
No, it's appropriate, I like it.
I did a little bit of math, and truth be told, he wasn't posting every single frame.
Okay.
It was a lot of frames, though. Like, there were 10 frames per one line of dialogue or whatever it was. It was a lot. Had he been posting every single frame, he got 1,525 tweets, which would have been about 762 seconds, which would have been about 12 and a half minutes of the film done before he was shut down, which I think is pretty impressive. What's crazy about this is that Paramount shut it down, I guess, because it's an illegal redistribution of the film.
They filed a DMCA notice, and they said he is not allowed to distribute, reproduce, or otherwise use Top Gun without the express written permission of Paramount. But was it so damaging to show a single frame, a single frame, a single frame? Isn't that kind of what we do on Tumblr with the GIFs?
This sort of thing just pisses me off because it's like, they're obviously, like, this is not going to keep somebody from going out and buying the Blu-ray of Top Gun.
Well, I wouldn't, because I have the whole thing clearly in a single frame. I could make a flip
It's
book.
such a comfortable viewing experience
it would be
to
like,
go through it one frame at a time
This is how
on
the
Twitter.
film was meant to be seen.
Yeah, I mean, Paramount is saying, like, we don't care about common sense. We don't care what the spirit of the law is. If you have something of ours and we're not making money off of it, you cannot show it.
Right, regardless of the fact that this is clearly somebody who loves this movie and is wanting to promote fandom of this movie, which in turn is probably going to create more Blu-ray sales, you know?
Is this like, does this mean that people aren't allowed to make photo sets or gifts from scenes of their favorite TV and movie shows? I mean, TV shows and movies? Because that happens, there are so many blogs dedicated to expressly that.
I mean, this tells me that, yeah, that studios, at least Paramount, is thinking about cracking down on this sort of presentation of their copyrighted materials.
It doesn't make sense to me.
It doesn't make sense at all to anyone, but they're doing it all the same. And because Twitter pulled this account, they have a legal right to, is that Twitter and maybe other organizations will be on board with shutting these things down, even though they are not in the spirit of copyright infringement at all.
I think it's more like the spirit of fandom. I don't see how this makes any sense.
They're not turning a profit off of it, and also the argument could be made that this is fair use because it is not the original presentation of it, so therefore it's a transformative work. But you know, when you just have a massive studio like Paramount come in and say, shut this Twitter down, there's not even so much as a cease and desist being sent out, you know, what can you do against it?
Inappropriately? Should they have protected the right to post that?
I think Twitter's a little gun shy sometimes.
Yeah.
I think they get pushed around by companies that are bigger than them, and they don't stand up for their users. Now, whether they should be doing that, whether it's financially viable for them to be doing that, I don't know. They're just quick to shut something down if told to do so.
What do you think of all this between Paramount and Twitter and users celebrating the work? Is it actually something that should have been taken down, or should it have been allowed to live and breathe like so many Tumblrs do? Let us know what you think in the comments below, and please be sure to subscribe so I can be playing with the boys.